Hello people, I wanted to redo a video session that I have done already, but I am glad that Ciro Marchetti did take his time to comment my video and to help me to see things that I sort of missed out on seeing. So thank you, Ciro, for doing that. I so appreciate that, because when you're like me, blind almost, it's so easy to miss out on things, and that's exactly what I did do. So that's why I want to redo the video of this, and this is a beautiful bag that his wife have created or sewn, and I think that she is doing a wonderful super job. And my bag is signed with my name and last name as well. And this is the Generis Lenormand, and this is a very beautiful gray deck to use as well. And I have Ciro Marchetti's previous deck as well that he have done. I think it's called the Reverie Lenormand, if I'm not wrong now. But I have so many decks, you guys. So sometimes it's easy to, you use them for some time and then you change and then you use them again. And that's exactly how I do that. And sometimes it's easy to, forget. So here is Ciro Marchetti's signed card, and I don't know how much it will be shown or not. But he have signed this card for me, so thank you for that. So let's start. And the first card is the Rider. And what I like about it, even if the cards are very busy, some of them, still you can absolutely see that this is the Rider coming with the message, because he's holding a message in his hands. And the associated card, plain card, is down below. Usually it will be upside down somewhere, here, or even in the middle. But in this case, he have decided to go and make it a little bit different. So it's fun that he have done that. The next thing that comes up is the clover. Okay. And here comes the ship. And the colors are very beautiful. Here is the house. And here is the tree. Here is the clouds. Here is the snake. And here is the coffin. And what I like about this is that he haven't just made a coffin. He tried to make it a little bit in a fun, mysterious way, which I love about this card, because I get a mysterious feeling. A new start. It's like letting go of something sort of darker shadow, and stepping into, more something light. So that's a good transformation card. The next card that is the bouquet. And here comes the scythe. And here comes the whip. Here is the birds. And we have two sets of birds in this deck, and this is one of them. Here is the second one. And both are very beautiful to use. You don't have to use both. You can pick one to work with and just go. And I love this second one. So that's exactly what I'm going to work with. And here is the innocent child. Oh, this is so beautiful. I mean, he have put a lot of great work into this. This is the fox. And as you guys can see, even if the cards is busy, still you will see that the fox is the fox. And this is what he is, showing. Here we have the bear. Strong, strong bear. I love this. Here is the star, which is very beautiful. Here is the stork flying, and it's not just one stork, but a couple of storks, which I like about it, because, the stork stands for movement. Here is the dog, friendship. Here is the tower. So he have been trying to add, some sort of colors to this. Here is the garden. And here is the mountain. And I like how we have done all this, because it's nice. Here is the crossroads. And here is the mice. So as you guys see, the card is busy, but still the mice is huge. And I love this about Ciro's work, because he is, you know, showing, you know, what the card is, should mean and all. So that's very good done out of you, Ciro Marchetti. This is the heart. I mean, isn't it beautiful? It's just gorgeous. Here is the ring. Wow. Very nice. Here is the book. And what I love about the book is like there is a book open, and then there are books in, you know, coming out from the book. So secrets coming out, or acknowledgement, depending on, you know, how you read the cards and so on. Here's the letter, and I love this card. It's absolutely beautiful. And now we come to the main male and females, and we have 2 main males and 2 main females. So here is 1 and here is 2, the second. And you can use them both, or you can remove one and just, you know, work with one couple, depending on how you decide to do. And here is the females. And here is the next. And both are very, very gorgeous. So it depends on how you want to do your readings. You can keep both of them and have one of the significant and the other one as a lover, or, well, a parent or friend, or whatever you choose to. It depends on how you want to read the cards, of course. But both are gorgeous. Here is the lilies. Here is the sun. Here is the moon. Very beautiful. Here is the key. New opportunities. Yes, here is the fish. And here is the anchor. And here is the wow, my head is still now. Oh dear. The cross. My goodness. So here is the cross. And now, you guys, we come to the time. Here we come to the well. And then the dice. And here is the compass. Here is the bridge. So as you guys can see, just because of the Ciro Marchetti's comment, I went to his page and did look the cards up, and he helped me through that. So thank you, Ciro, for doing that. And here we have the mask. Here we have the maze. And here we have the glass. And in the glass, you guys, there is a code. And let's see if it will work again. I just want to show you guys something. And here you have the code, and let's scan it and see if it will scan. Well, it doesn't work again. Let me just see if I can do it without. Oh yes. Now you guys can see that it did scan the card itself, and I can click upon here, and it will open up a page for me. So I'm moving into Ciro Marchetti's web page, and I didn't know that. This is what Ciro showed me that I could do, and I'm so glad that he did. So let me just scroll up.
VoiceOver Pro, Safari, Format Rings Alternative, button. Beyond the core set of 36 cards, which can be used in partial combinations to create any spread you prefer, or in their totality as the Grand Tableau, there are an additional 8 cards of my own invention. These were initially introduced in the earlier Gilded Reverie deck. It has been very satisfying to learn of the many novel ways readers have come to embrace and utilize these extra cards, and I encourage you to experiment and come up with your own. Nevertheless, my initial intent was they would not be used as additional cards within a spread, but rather complementary cards to a spread, that they could be used to provide an additional overall perspective, context and clarity, directed at specific issues within a spread or to its overall summary. Each of these extra cards contributes in different ways, so you may choose to work with one or more of them depending on the circumstance. Here are some suggested meanings for the 8 new cards. 37 time. Make more time for yourself. It's time to do that which is shown in an adjacent card. Could indicate a long time, if surrounded by or adjacent to slow cards. Anchor, lilies, tree, mountain, or a short time if surrounded by or adjacent to fast cards. Side, whip, child. Make sure you allow for time as a factor in your considerations. Line separator. 38. Well, look deeper. Hidden depths. More to the story. A goal which is attainable but still takes some work. I derived this meaning from the physical action of raising the bucket. A negative meaning would be someone who keeps their emotions hidden, i.e., forcing someone to have to dig in order to find out what's going on with you. 39 dice. An attitude of play. Also games and fun. Could indicate someone playing games. Gambling. Risky behavior. It's a crapshoot. Also to reinforce that some decision from romance. Career choices. Moving to another city. May desire all your homework and considerations. Ellipse. Be a gamble and the outcome unpredictable. So enter HT decision with realistic expectations of the outcome. Line separator. 40 compass. Guidance. Direction. Plan. Stopping to take bearings. Feedback from others on where you are in life. Too much planning. Too willing to follow others' plans unquestioningly. A need to clarify where you are at this point and consider it in the context of where you are going. Line separator. 41 bridge. A connector between the cards to its left and right. Building bridges between people. Something that assists you in getting to a destination. Line separator. 42 mask. Playing roles. Taking on a different role would be appropriate in this situation. 4. Example. Someone who is usually meek and mild will need to be more assertive. Equally, a mask may be hiding the truth. It provides false courage to be something you are not. The same applies to those who you interact with. One could be vulnerable to deception. Line separator. 43 maze. A puzzle or problem requiring rational deduction to solve. Your road isn't a direct one but has twists and turns. A frustrating separation from people or goals. The people in the card are separated and facing different directions. Dead end. A narrow viewpoint. Inability to see the larger plan. Start again. Try a different track. Others are facing the same challenges. You are not alone. They may be of assistance or equally lost. The same path may not suit all. Line separator. 44 lens. A closer look. Details are important. A preoccupation or obsession. Focusing too much on something. Focus. You're missing something important. Something needs to be looked at more closely. In a literal sense. Read the small print. Look and consider beyond what is initially presented or said and consider motivations and other influences. As with all my images that are new or deviate in some manner from traditional forms, these meanings are just initial suggestions. They are not carved in stone. I trust the images will also provide sufficient flexibility that you can apply your own interpretations, ones that may better suit the circumstances of any particular reading. The following simple fabricated spread serves to demonstrate how the initial summary might be influenced by additional cards.
So this is a little bit of what is on the page, and he talks about the extra cards that he have added to the Lenormand deck, which I like. And then he shows some spreads here.
27 letter, JPG, image.
So, and then he is explaining again a lot of things, and you can go to another page. But he's talking about the extra cards, you know, that is again the time. What was it? The time, the bridge, the well. I don't remember all of them, but the compass, etc. So he talks about all the cards that is extra additional to that he have added to the deck. So it's very, very nice. He is explaining how you can combine them with other decks and so on. And I think that he have done a good job to this. Let me just read you this. Let's see.
A message from a man to a woman. The heart suggests the subject of the letter is of a romantic nature. The ring suggests a proposal. The fish might indicate its good match financially. The ship indicates a journey will be involved. One of the two participants having to travel to the other. Should the proposal be accepted, or it might symbolize both traveling together afterwards. The honeymoon, or more symbolically, their shared journey into the future as a couple. This might seem a straightforward take on the cards shown, but let's assume that the reader for whatever reason is not quite convinced. Something doesn't quite feel right or vague, or they simply want to pause and reconsider, and use one or more of the additional cards to prompt either a confirmation or reconsideration. Time card. Asks the obvious. When would this all happen? Sooner or later? Is there a time restraint? A specific short-term window that requires an immediate decision to make?
So he's now giving different examples on that reading. So if you receive the time, if you pick up the time out of the extra cards, that will question when will this happen and so on. The well.
Recommends a general, more in-depth consideration of one or more cards in order to address the specifics of the querent situation and questions. A better understanding of either of the protagonists and the significance of the proposal itself. The dice. Is he or she really the one? You consider everything from the practical to the emotional, which certainly helps, but ultimately life is full of gambles. Is this one of them? If so, what are the risks and consequences? The compass. Where will all this actually go? What is the final destination? Where is there either geographically or as an emotionally state? Will the destination be a positive one? The bridge. Consider a more direct connection between two given cards or aspects of the spread. Is one particularly influencing the other? If so, would that bypass or override other cards that may be between them? The masks. Up to now everything has been romantic and wonderful. Distance has made the heart grow fonder. But, for puncture, how well can you really know someone? Can you see beyond the mask we all wear to a degree? And what does show? Is there a difference? The maze. The proposal may be conditional. There may be obstacles that need to be navigated and overcome before the desired destination accessible. In conclusion, what are your thoughts now of the initial scenario the spread suggested? Next page. Visited. Link.
So you guys, you see this is how it is.
Next page. Visited. Link. Previous page. Visited. Sample spreads and useful additional resources.
So he has sample spreads.
Here are a selection of early examples provided by Liebersten incorporating the extra cards. Over the next few weeks, additional samples will be added on a periodic basis, each demonstrating new spreads and methods, created by some of the leading readers of today's contemporary Lenormand community. Lenormand GT2 JPG, image. Lenormand GT3 JPG, image. Lenormand GT4 JPG, image. Previous page, visited. Link.
So I'm not going to go through all that, but now you did see. So you guys who buy, the Ciro Marchetti's deck, through his web page, you will have that opportunity to click on it and to receive, more details about the extra cards and maybe even the other cards. And they are gilded, the cards, and this is the backings. Very, very nice. I mean, I'm happy with my cards because they are not too big, they are not too small, and the card stock is very nice. It's easy to shuffle, not difficult. And even if I riffle shuffle them, I think you say riffle shuffle, they are still straight. They haven't changed, they haven't bent. They are the same, and that is something that I like because it means that this is a good card quality. So Ciro Marchetti, thank you for a very nice. Thank you for your help through my previous video, and I wish everyone a blissful day. Join me on Facebook and receive a mini read. I will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. UK time. So I'm going to do mini reads, and I will use the Lenormands. I did use them today in my live feeds, and I might use them tomorrow as well. And they are very nice and easy to work with, not difficult. And I'm so happy that I got myself a copy because it was all worth the money, I have to say. Because some people say that, oh, why do they cost so much and so on? Well, we need to think about all the work that they put into all this. And I mean, the work when it comes to the bag is very, very nicely done and very, very neatly done. So it's nothing that will break, it's something that will hold. And I'm thinking about, I know when I have money, actually, I will buy the cloth of this deck to use when I do readings, because it would be nice. I have bought other cloths that I use sometimes, but that's not the Lenormand cloth. Yeah, one I have, which I don't understand, and none of us understand how to use that cloth. But otherwise, the keeper cloth that I have bought, I have used that, and it's sort of same way as the Lenormand a little bit, but of course the cards are, different there then. But I do like it. So Ciro, once again, thank you for, having a look on my video and, commenting, helping me. I so appreciate you and appreciate the time and effort. So blessings. I will share my Facebook page as well, and I hope that you guys join me. So blessings.